Well, hi, everybody. Welcome to another plan with me. I'm going to plan out the week of Monday, November 13th through Sunday, November 19th in my makselife planner. This is the week of Jesse's and my dating anniversary. We will have been dating for, I believe, 14 years at this point. Yeah, that's about right, 2009. So we actually are going out on Saturday night for dinner, and in general, this is going to be kind of a busy week. I am trying to get a couple of things together for potentially doing Black Friday stuff, although I make no promises. And there's just some other things going on this week, but we're going to get started. I'm going to be doing the same kind of style I've been doing the last few weeks with some washi tape and um, just some washi tape and highlighters and dot pens because that's what I've been really feeling. Although this coming up Sunday, I will be doing a live plan with me with all fall doodles because that was what my patrons voted on. So stay tuned for that. All right, let's get going. I'm using my Villa Beautiful pen because that's what's on my desk. I've got for the highlighters, I have the bronze, I believe, no, copper, and the cream colored mildliners and the peach bliss zig dot pen. And then for my washi tapes, I have two of the makselife washi tapes from their Areas of Life set. I have been obsessed with using them purely because they're so transparent. They just look really like pretty on the page, and I've just been picking washi tapes that can match them in like the fall vibes because again, that's what I've been feeling. And this is a beautiful floral washi tape that I believe I got a couple of years ago from Bonnie Christine, who is not like a planner. She's made a planner in the past, but like she's sold a few washi tapes. She's not like one of the companies who sells a whole bunch, but I really love this one. So I'm going to just start laying things out here and getting things ready to go. I have really been thinking about next year and how I want to approach my planning stuff next year. You know, I'm working on my lineup, although it's not going to be super complicated. It's mainly the biggest question I have in the air right now is what I'm going to use for my journal because I already have my planner for next year, pretty sure. And as far as I know, I already have my digital planning. And I think the only piece that's really missing is my journal. And I'll talk more about that in upcoming videos, but I have been in the process of reviewing Hobonichi's Weeks style planners in order to pick one of them um, to choose for my journal. I just don't know which one yet. And I'll take any suggestions in the comments of that kind of size and style of planner. I have currently looked at the Hobonichi Weeks, not the Mega, but the regular Weeks, and the Lauren Phelps design. And I have a review on the Sterling Ink Common Planner in that size coming out this week. So those are the three that I have. If you have any other suggestions, please let me know because I still have some time, I think, for a lot of them, unless they're pre-orders or something, to pick them up before the end of the year and make my decision. But what I'm really trying to understand, besides that, is how I'm going to approach like stickers and no-buy and everything else. My no-buy this year has been really successful for the most part so far, but I haven't used up as much of my stuff as I would have wanted to because I've kind of just started, I've done a lot of stickery spreads, but I've also kind of just started to lean into the like washi and I guess a lot of those I showed you. Like this might have been the first week I tried this style and I really loved it. And I'm really into it right now. So it's not using up a lot of my supplies. So I'm trying to think of parameters for that. Let me know if you think of anything that could work for that for you. Uh, anyway, I'm going to quickly just add in, we're going to take Layla to daycare on Monday and probably on Wednesday. Jesse's not going to be going into the office because they are in the process of moving offices. So getting her out of the house will be good because it gets her some extra playtime with other dogs, which she gets when he goes to the office because there's other dogs at the office. And then Monday is school for Sunny and Wednesday is school for Sunny. They will actually be doing 4 days a week of school in community college next semester. They've already registered for their classes. They're taking 4 instead of 2, which we knew was like the kind of the goal, you know, because we wanted to make sure that they we're feeling okay. You know what? I don't want to use this pen today. I'm gonna. And also, somebody asked if this scrapes up the barrel if I put this thing on. Maybe a tiny bit, but not really. Not that I've noticed. Hold on. I want to use a felt tip pen. I am going to go with a Pitt Artist pen in small because that is what I am feeling today. I also already did my actions for the week. All right. So part of the problem with writing on top of the highlighter with the Viola Beautiful is that it starts to look, it like kind of goes, you can see here. I don't know how well you can see, but like, I'm also filming this on Tuesday in case you notice, just because my week is going a little wonky. It doesn't, like, it does that thing that you get sometimes with gel pens where the center stays white, but the outside stays dark. It does that sometimes when you write on mild liners with the Villa Beautiful pens when they haven't fully dried yet, but I don't tend to have that same problem with fine liners, which might be why I want to use them right now. So I'm going to just fill this and the weather in really quick. We're supposed to get a pretty intense winter storm sometime in the next week. Maybe we won't get snow here, but Colorado is supposed to get hit with it. But it looks like next week is going to just be lovely. Which would be nice. Maybe, although since we're doing the anniversary thing on Saturday, it might not be the best, but like at some point in the next few weeks, there's a couple of winter markets that they have. There's the German, like the Christkindl market or Christkindl. I don't know how you fucking say it. That market is going to be open, I think, starting next week. But I'm not going to want to do that same day we're going out that night because I need to make sure to conserve my energy. But sometime, probably I'll be able to do it sometime when I'm doing Vlogmas. That way you guys can come along for the ride. And let me get my habits. Also, the other thing I will mention is that I don't know how much I'm going to like using this cream colored mild liner. It is pretty light. Like I'm already seeing how pale it is, but you know what? I also think it's really pretty. So who knows? The waking up at 6:30 a.m. is not going great so far this current week. Well, I'm only 2 days in. One day I did. The other day, this morning, I did not. I slept because my headache was, I came back from my trip to Kentucky for Kristen's baby shower. It was my first, like flying since starting dialysis, and it went better. I was scared, but it went okay. But I still feel like I'm recovering from it. So traveling definitely takes it out of me. That is something I need to remind myself of when I plan traveling in the future. Especially flying, it takes it out of me, but it is possible. However, I came home with a headache and I had it from Sunday through this morning. It finally started to go away, knock on wood. So let's just hang on to that, shall we? All right. I have not meal planned for this next week yet, though. I did a very brief meal plan. It's only through Friday, only a few days this current week that we're in because I came home and did some grocery shopping yesterday. So I'm not worried about that right now. However, the other thing I did try this past week, which I'm already not really loving, is putting 3 non-negotiables up on top instead of 1. Maybe that was a bad idea on a week when I'm recovering from traveling. I don't know. I'm not ready to quite try that again yet. So maybe in December we'll try it. But like, I mean, it's going okay, but like still, I'm not really feeling it. All right. So the basics are in. Let's get dialysis in. So we're changing our schedule of dialysis slightly. We're going to start moving it to Saturdays instead of Sundays and having Sunday be an off day for a couple of reasons. One reason being that my God, so crooked. One reason being that I really want to keep going to First UU. Or to First Universalist. I have to keep remembering that's that. And that's Sunday mornings. And so normally we would just dialyze on Sunday afternoons, but I also do my live streams on Sunday afternoons. So sometimes it can just be a bit of pain in the ass, and there have been times, like my patrons can tell you, where I've had to skip out on dialysis or on my hangouts on Sundays because I'm just feeling wiped from dialysis. It's happening less often now that we've been doing it long enough that I'm starting to feel a little bit better. I feel like these boxes got bigger and bigger the farther I went on the week. The other reason is because Jesse has started going to jam nights on Sunday evenings at a local bar, and he's having a great time. And if he doesn't have to worry about dialysis on Sundays, A, he can do that more often, and B, I can sometimes go with him because I won't be wiped out. So the days I don't have dialysis are the days I can almost guarantee my energy is going to be pretty decent. Having dialysis helps my energy, of course, but that doesn't mean that on the days of, it doesn't always feel really draining. Do you know what I'm saying? Now, I'm not going to put iron every day yet because, hold on. I'm going to do some, this is why we have planners. I'm going to put one iron because I haven't had my clinic visit yet. So I won't know if I'm doing more iron on 3. Like I was only doing it 1 day a week and then I had to do it 3 days a week because I couldn't get it. Well, I've been doing it 3 days a week. I don't know if I'm going to stay on 3 days a week or not. So I'm just going to put it on Tuesday because I know for sure I have iron for that day. And I'll add it when I know more. And when I have it in my hands, which at this point could be fucking crapshoot. And then Saturday, I know with dialysis, I am going to want to do, there's some maintenance work that needs to be done. Like it's like a quarterly, half yearly. It's flush and the kit that came with it. So those are what I need to do that day. There's like a special flush I have to do and a kit that I have to like, it's like for the back of it or something. I'm not entirely certain, but I know it's like a box of stuff that I have to do. Okay. So that's my dialysis stuff. And then the other dialysis related item is on Friday. I have a window for my my supplies to be delivered. And they finally upgraded to being able to schedule this online because I've missed the phone call a couple of times. And they need you to, because they got to figure it out. But having a nice little window that I can select online is really nice. I like that. So what I'll do here is just put, what I've done before is I've drawn just a box in, but that doesn't give me room to do anything, like to put any like tasks or anything. So I'm gonna let that dry for a second. I'll come back to you. Now time for appointments. There's some, but not many. Monday and Tuesday I have none. I'm not doing a live stream. I think the reason why is because I thought we would be doing our fake Thanksgiving this week, but we weren't going to be going out of town. So I don't have any new appointments on either of these 2 days yet. I do have appointments on Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So we're going to get those appointments in really quick. Starting with the cleaners. I'm going to do this. Sometimes I do all the boxes across in the same color, but I'm going to flip them because it makes it easier on me. So the cleaners are coming Wednesday morning, which means that my non-negotiable on Tuesday is cleaner prep. Now, normally I write get the cash in the check, and then I also write to tidy up. Those two things together can all be prep for the cleaners. And then I have a nail appointment like directly after that. So Jesse will be home, thankfully. Normally he's not home on Wednesdays. He's in the office. But like I said, they're moving offices, which is good because I'm going to have to leave before the cleaners do. And normally they don't lock up if I'm not there. I let them in sometimes and go drop the kids off. But I need to make sure somebody's home to lock up after the nails. Jesse will be home, so it's cool. So I have a nail appointment. So I'm going to draw that box in because that one's going to be like an hour and a half. I got to figure out what to do for my nails. I'm thinking these are going to be my Thanksgiving nails. I'm thinking some kind of like a coffee. But the last time I got a dark color, when they grew out, they looked like, I get hard gel. When I get a color like this, when they grow out, they don't look as obvious. I don't know. I'm not sure. What do you think? I don't know what's fucking popular right now. Do I care what's popular? No, not really. I pick what I like. I've seen people wearing chrome a lot. I'm wondering if like a chrome would look pretty. I mean, it's extra. I don't know. Is it worth it? I think it's like $10 extra for me to get chrome. Do I want to pay $10 extra? Not really. I don't know. So that almost turned weird, but that's okay. 10 a.m. to 11. And then the other appointment On Wednesday, Sunny and I are going to choir practice. I'm assuming we're going to choir practice this week on Wednesday, but I think it's every Wednesday night. So I'm going to just plop that guy right here. Very excited. Very excited. I'm so glad I managed to, like, kind of last minute make it into First Universalist when I did in October, because I happened to not only really enjoy the senior minister, but like loved the choir, and it just reminded me. And the funny thing is, Sunny and for me, when I first joined Napa Valley Unitarian Universalists, when they were still First Unitarian, oh, what was it? UUs of the North Bay. I don't remember. They changed their name. Let me draw a couple little notes here, just for the fun. The first thing I did was join the choir. That was the first way I got involved. Before I joined social justice, before I even started taking the kids to religious education, I joined the choir. And it was my way of, like, from there, like, I got super involved, I joined the congregation, got on the board, was the president. Like, I did all of those things after joining the choir. That was what the music is what first pulled me in. And when I was there at that service, the very first thing I thought was, I wish I was up there singing with them. So very excited about that. All right. Thursday, no appointments thus far. Friday, I've already put my next stage window in. I should add in the time on that. I just wrote the name. But I need to know what, I mean, I have the strip going down, but there's no, like, time. This is not an hourly planner unless I put in the tape for it. So I'll give that a second to dry. Saturday, my big appointment besides dialysis is that evening. Jess and I have our dinner date. Our, like, anniversary date. We're actually going to an Italian restaurant that Jess has been to with work people, but that we have not gone to as a family yet. Funny story. We actually, and while I'm telling the funny story, I'm going to put in my appointments on Sunday, which are going to church and my live streams. So funny story, when we were going to see Les Mis back in May, we actually had a reservation at this restaurant. We were going to go, like, all four of us, me, Jess, and the kids. We're going to go to the restaurant, go to North Italia, and then go see Les Mis. And then I got stuck in traffic trying to get Layla. And then RJ had some issues with something that happened at school. RJ had some things that happened at school that required some parental involvement. And those two things caused us to have to cancel the reservation because we weren't going to make it in time. And so we were able to go have dinner at a different restaurant in that same area, which was also really good. But I still haven't been here yet, and Jesse really wants me to try it. I keep saying First UU, but it's First Universalist. I should make sure to use the right name. 10 a.m. I have live streams in the afternoon. So they will be my patron hangout at 2:30, and then at 3:30 I will be going live here to do a live plan with me. So like I said, 3:30 p.m. Mountain Time. And then I'm not going to put jam night because I don't know for sure. I think it's jam night. If Jesse goes, I'm not going with him, so I'm just going to make it. Because I will be wiped the fuck out after going to church and having both my lives. I already told him I'll go with him to jam nights, but not on days I do both my live streams. If I'm just doing one hangout, I should be fine. If I'm doing both, I'm usually pretty wiped by the end of it. So I'm just going to put jam night. That's all of the appointments for the week. Not as busy as I thought it was going to be. It's just the weekend where things start to go a little wonkadoodle. I'm going to take a second and put in my actions from the week, and then I'm going to just make some space for work and personal to-dos for each day. I'm not going to figure out my time blocks because currently I'm in a really, like, kind of physically weird place right now with recovery, so I don't want to overburden myself, but I do have some specific work items that need to get done. So I'm going to put these actions in first, and then I'm going to take a look at that and figure it out. First and foremost, we have all the habits put in. And then I need to put the weeklies in for HB90 and for makselife. So that'll be my Sunday my Sunday non-negotiable is weekly check-ins. And then 2 days off. I don't usually put those in, but this week, looking at this all, it'll likely be Friday and Saturday. And then schedule Jesse's birthday. Wait, am I on the wrong week? Did I write that on the wrong day? I wrote that 2 weeks in a row. Oh, Sunny's birthday. I just can't read my writing. My S and my J look exactly the same. Because I'm like, I did schedule Jesse's birthday this week. Schedule Sunny's birthday. I just need to find out what they want. I may not even schedule it. If they decide they want to go to our favorite sushi restaurant, I just need to know and put it on the calendar. So that's actually going to go on my to-do list for the week. Sunny, I'm going to write the whole name out. Sunny's B-Day? Question mark? All right. Plan Notion video. So I've had a lot of requests to set up my do like a tutorial on how to set up like the HB90 and everything in Notion. So I'm going to make that my dialysis task on Monday. Plan, because it's going to be a pretty hefty video, and I may wind up doing it live with my patrons and then making a video out of it. I'm not sure yet. All right. And then with my family and relationships, we have lunch with RJ, call my sisters, and date with Jesse. Date with Jesse's already on there for the weekend. So lunch with RJ and calling my sisters. So currently, wait. Okay, so this week, we'll do that on Thursday, lunch with RJ. He gets out early on Thursdays, and I currently don't really have anything going on that afternoon. So that'll be, I'll write that in a second when it's dry. And then call my sisters. I might just call them on Sunday because I'll be really high from going to church. I have got on my weekly actions, iron. I've got it on there from where I know. Medicare paperwork, finishing that up. And I mean, I've already gotten my Medicare card, but I got to fill the billing paperwork out. I have to call to make an appointment with my gynecologist because doing the online has just not been working. And I need to schedule in Peloton. So, well, if Friday is my day that I think I'm going to be taking off and I'm going to have next stage come, which means I can't schedule a lot of work because they could be coming down into the basement, which would interrupt me. I'm going to definitely put the OBGYN here, call, and I'm going to put the Medicare paperwork here. We've also got a payday on Wednesday that I was just reminded about by talking about this. Talking about money and bills, so I have to move money because it's my payday. Let that dry for a second. And then as for Peloton, we'll do it on Saturday, maybe post-dialysis, depending on how I'm feeling. Oh no. My 2 days that I'm not doing dialysis are pretty full. I don't want to fit a Peloton in there, but those are the days I can guarantee usually that my energy levels are higher. You know what? Friday, though, if I'm taking Friday off, we'll do Peloton. And let's go pick a workout right now. Let's pick one because why the fuck not? So I'm going to my app. I keep rides that I think are going to be good bookmarked. All right, so here's my week. Let's look at some bookmarks. Not stacks, bookmarks. Where am I saved? Bookmarks. Classes. 90s ride, 15 minutes, 30s ride, 70s ride. Ooh, Earth, Wind, and Fire, Jackson 5, Elton John, Deep Purple, Grease. Yeah, we're going to do that, 70s ride. We'll do one on Tuesday evening as well. We'll say Tuesday for the other one. And looking at my bookmarks, it's some recent ones. Another one of my favorite instructors, Sam Yo's 70 ride. He's one of my favorite instructors. Ooh. Leanne Hainsby's another one of my favorites. And this one is Foghat, Rush, Blue Oyster Cult. It's a classic rock ride. AC/DC, ZZ Top. Yeah, Jethro Tull. Hell yeah. So we're going to do Peloton on Tuesday night. And of course, I can change this if I change my mind, but oops. Well, that kind of smeared, but whatever. It makes it stand out more. No buys on there. And then working on YNAB. That will be something I start working on Tuesday. And I'll work on it on on Thursday. It'll probably take me a couple days to get it all set up. And then, oh my God, I'm drawing on myself. Pull out decor. That's going to happen on Saturday. I'm just going to get pulled out because I'm going to decorate the next weekend. So I do need to, I'm just going to put this in and write in chores. The other things I need to do, I know for sure on Friday, is meal plan. And I need on Wednesday to clean out the fridge. And then on Thursday is, what kind of trash day is it? I think we just had trash this past week. So then trash and recycling this week. So trash next week. Yes. I'm going to just put trash there. And here I'm just going to put chores. And it's going to be going to treasurers, king supers. I don't know about anything else besides that, but I'm going to be washing my sheets. And I'm going to be pulling out decor. I don't know about anything else, but that's my chores list for Saturday so far. And that should all, and I just put a dot where I didn't need one twice. That should all be done before, easily, even with dialysis, before I go on my date with Jess. There we go. That's better. So those are all in there. Pull out decor. All right. So that's all my personal stuff for the most part that I know about this week. So work-wise, for sure, I'm just going to be putting in some like work to-do lists on my work day. So this will be a work day. This will be a work day. This will be a work day. And this will be a work day. For sure. They are still a little wet, and this does have a problem writing on it. Okay, so for sure on Wednesday, I am going to need to film. I'm not even sure when I'm filming yet. I haven't figured that out yet. So I'm going to put 2 videos because I'll likely be filming 2 that day, which means on Thursday I'm going to be editing. And though I do like to put that on my dialysis time, I haven't been editing as much on dialysis lately because it's been tiring me out quite a bit. So I'm not sure. Film and edit, definitely for sure. I'm not going to be doing my Vlogmas prep quite yet. I do need to start working on that, but I'm not quite there yet. And this is not my full work list. This is just things I know for sure I'm going to be working on. I need to plan. I'm doing some stuff for Wild You this month. So I need to get that good to go. I'll do that on Tuesday. And I need to do Vlogmas prep for sure. I'm going to work on orders on Monday. Notion video prep is going to continue off of dialysis because there's going to be some things I can do on dialysis and some things I need to be, I'd have an easier time with not on dialysis. And that I think is all the work I'm going to put in for right now. It's a lot of it's play it as I see it and as things happen. And I'm not there yet, so I don't know. But I think this will be my week. This is looking pretty not full, and I am totally okay with that. It's going to fill up, I'm sure. But in the meantime, this is kind of how I'm going to start my week out. I'd love to hear from you in the comments. Do you have any milestone anniversaries coming up or just exciting anniversaries? They could be an anniversary with a partner or an anniversary with kids or an anniversary with yourself. I don't know, work, something cool. It's been a year since you started doing something. It's been 6 months since you started doing something. Celebrate some kind of milestone, large or small, in the comments below, and I will celebrate with you. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already, and until next time, my friends, peace.